Away we go. Will there be drama today?
Let's see what surprises are in store for us in this one.
Needs a sight of goal.
That'll be a goal kick.
And Cordoba. Here's Vieira. Well maintained there.
It's knocked back to the keeper.
And Grosso runs with the ball towards the left flank. Here's real danger. Stop the attack dead then. Here's Eto'o.
Would an attack down the left side be worth it?
Now inside the penalty area.
It's an own goal. How embarrassing.
They'll be kicking themselves after conceding a goal like that.
That goal will surely relax them a bit now, Trevor.
Certainly, Peter. There's nothing like a goal to set their team.
Here's Cordoba. Samuel. Here's Grosso. Dejan Stankovic. Here's Vieira. Chance for an equaliser if he can cross it in well. Might work the keeper here. Crespo. Superb intervention.
That's well cut out.
Will he conjure up now? Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. They're off on the counter-attack. Can he conjure up here? Great interception to break that one up. Dejan Stankovic. Great ball through. They're in possession, down the left wing.
A good delivery needed here.
Slip through the gap.
It looks like a good ball in.
Real chance here. Here's Saviola. Messi. Down the line. 15 minutes into the first half. Pass lacking there. Cordoba. Here's Samuel. Yeah, he was offside there, to the massive relief of the opposition defenders. And Gudjonsson. Ronaldinho. Accurate service could give them another goal.
It's out of play, and that's a goal kick.
Here's Cordoba. Vieira. Recoba. They can swing it in from the right wing. Brought an end to the attack. Ronaldinho.
He continues his run down the left.
Wins possession to stop the attack. And Crespo. Ball given away. Deco. Ronaldinho. Well worked to win the ball. Here's Javier Zanetti. Crespo. Will this be a goal here? He goes for the equaliser. No, the finish wasn't there, and it's wide of the right post.
The shot just wasn't up to the mark there.
And Puyol. Here's Gudjonsson. Here's Ronaldinho. The ball still with them here. And Dejan Stankovic. Had the ball now. It looks like he'll go for a cross. Brought an end to the attack. Javier Zanetti. Here's Adriano.
30 minutes into the first half.
Grosso. Offside flag raised. He was just in an offside position then, so free kick to the opposition. Deco finds a teammate. How about this? Oh, what a goal! Well, now 2 goals off. 30 minutes played. Although 2-0 now, they can't get too complacent. And Grosso. Here's Dejan Stankovic. Ball won here. And Eto'o. Dejan Stankovic. Win the ball back. And Ronaldinho. Making good progress down the left wing now. Dealt with the threat expertly. Here's Javier Zanetti. Really stopped in his tracks there.
Chooses to go down the left flank.
Well worked to win the ball. In trouble here, ball stolen, a real chance. Just over the mark.
Well, you know, Peter, I wonder whether if the shot was on target, the goalkeeper actually would have got to it. I don't think so.
And Javier Zanetti. Pass went astray. Here's Eto'o. Ronaldinho.
Down the left flank.
Well cut out. And Messi. Here's Cordoba.
Only 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Up goes the flag. He was just caught on the wrong side there of the opposition back line. Deco. Chaps it neatly. Bad tackle there. Given away a free kick in a dangerous area.
Trouble for the defence from the left.
Ronaldinho. There'll be 1 extra minute. Nice through ball. Oh, great defending there. And Deco. Ronaldinho.
He's off on the long run.
Wonderful defending there. There's the whistle for the end of the first half. And both managers with plenty to mull over here in preparing their half-time team talks. Give us your feelings on that half, Trevor. And as the players return to the dressing rooms, it's 2-0 as we await the second half. Everyone is back in their seats, including the managers, and the second half is underway. They've switched sides for the second half. Dealt with the threat expertly. Here's Saviola.
A good delivery needed here.
Really stopped in his tracks there. Ball not given away here. Adriano. Dejan Stankovic. And Crespo.
The right back's got to stay alert.
Showed his defensive quality there. He brought it down. And Javier Zanetti. He continues his run down the right. Wins possession to stop the attack. They'll battle for this in the middle. Finds him well. Through to the flank. They have another scoring opportunity. It's curling in.
Well, I think the keeper was aware it was going over.
Turan. And Ronaldinho. Clearly a foul. To the man in space. Saviola!
They're in a good position down the left.
Ball stolen away. Chance here. Here's Dejan Stankovic. Knocks it out to the flank.
Trouble for the defence from the left.
Opportunity here. Turan. Here's Gudjonsson. Here's Ronaldinho.
Beautiful move.
He's carried the ball forward. Stop the attack dead then.
15 minutes of the second half gone.
And Eto'o.
That one is intercepted.
Here's Dejan Stankovic.
Good footwork creates the counter-attack.
Win possession, the attack came to nothing.
LIGA.
Plenty of options for a cross.
Ball one, good defending there.
There's not a lot of support. Cut it out nicely.
Nicely won there. The attack came to nothing. Worked really hard to get the ball back there. And Dejan Stankovic. Adriano!
Perhaps he couldn't control it, but it's wide of the left post.
But I think the ball swerved a bit, didn't quite hit the shot properly.
Julio. Here's Gudjonsson. Deco. Ball given away. Here's Ibrahimovic. And Crespo. Dejan Stankovic. A really careless pass there. Here's Saviola. Played through. Arrives in the box. an end to the attack. Javier Zanetti.
He could swing it in here.
Can he get the room he needs?
That was a superb interception.
Nicely set up by the free pass there.
And Ronaldinho.
There's a chance to whip it in.
Ball one, good defending there. Crespo.
They're breaking out quickly here.
Still going, real chance here. Still have it and in a good position here. Well found by his teammate.
Chance for a good cross here.
Ronaldinho. Eto'o.
This could be dangerous down the left.
Saviola! He put it in! They are in total control. It's 3-0 and they don't look like giving anything away.
That was an awful pass.
And Figo. Stay on the ball there. Adriano.
Beautifully done. They're moving well down the right-hand side.
Still in possession, in a good position here.
Well, it may have looked a goal, but it's just a goal kick.
Not a bad attempt, but it just didn't have the quality.
Here's Puyol. Ronaldinho. Here's Adriano. And Dejan Stankovic. We're into the last 5 minutes. And Ibrahimovic. Hang on to the ball there. Dashes along the left side flank. Really stopped in his tracks there. Here's Deco. Great work to win the ball. Ball one here. Wins the ball, great defending. Javier Zanetti. And Crespo. Nice through ball. Hung on to the ball in a good position. Crespo.
Not a bad effort there, but not accurate enough to be threatening.
I think he may have taken his eye off the ball then. It's vital a striker stays focused in those situations. It was a clever move to intercept the pass.
Ronaldinho. The whistle has gone and the match is over. They steamrolled their opponents and won the game.
Trevor, did you enjoy the game?
Very much so. In fact, I have to say the standard of play was excellent.
So our live coverage comes to an end this evening, and all that remains is for me to thank my co-commentator, Trevor Brooking.
I've enjoyed every minute of it, Peter.
And from the both of us, it's goodbye.